Tonight with a tragedy near campus. A USC student hit and killed crossing a street in what police believe was illegal street racing. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Susan Hirasuna. Rick Lozano joins us now live in South LA. And Rick, neighbors tell you that cars often speed through this area.
And that's the unfortunate truth. You're absolutely right. Susan, good evening, everyone. What a terrible tragedy to befall any family, especially at this time of year. Now, Jefferson Boulevard behind me is now reopened to traffic in both directions following an incident here, drag race that took the life of a pedestrian. But the people who live in this area say that even with clearly defined crosswalks like the one to my right, they simply want all traffic to slow down.
As he was crossing in the crosswalk, marked crosswalk.
It's a very clearly marked crosswalk. The familiar stripes on the street and bright yellow signs above. Still, an act of lawlessness caused an innocent life to be lost.
There were two individuals that were involved in a street race. They were going eastbound. While they were racing, one of the vehicles struck the male pedestrian, which he ultimately succumbed to his injuries.
The victim, described as a young Latino male, a student at USC. Victim of a street race in broad daylight, a challenge that started at a stoplight a few hundred yards away.
According to some of the witnesses here at scene, they saw them at a light or two prior next to each other and kind of revving their engines and kind of challenging each other. And then, like I said, I think there's some video that's coming forward right now that you can see that they're going at a high rate of speed.
The kind of speed that area resident Tracy Dotson sees all too often along Jefferson Boulevard.
It could have happened to me or my children, and I just want something to be done with this street, either a light like everything before it, because that shouldn't have happened.
The two drivers stopped and remained at the scene. One driving this black Infiniti, the other driving a souped-up Challenger Hellcat. Impact marks visible on the passenger side, including a broken windshield and a broken rear view mirror.
They were coming pretty fast, at least 80, man. It was ridiculous, and the car messed up and it hit somebody.
A teenager, a few blocks from his USC campus, walking legally from one side of the street to the other. He never made it there.
Looked like he may have some food. He just got some lunch. He was on his way home. He was really close to where he lives. So I don't think he even knew what happened.
All right, that is Rick Lozano reporting.